Let's just reel out the results from yesterday. Everton played out a 1-1 draw with Fulham. Fulham progressed on penalties, of course, to the semi-final. Chelsea, like you've been hearing, 1-1 with Newcastle United, but won the shootout as well. Let's just... what does this do for Chelsea, basically? I mean, progressing to the semi-final.
It gives them a purpose this season. We know that the league has been a very difficult one for Chelsea, still 10th on the log as it stands in the Premier League table. So the only thing they can actually fight for this season, the only reason for them to fight this season has to be the EFL Cup. Yes, it might sound somehow, but United also had almost nothing to fight for, even though they eventually made it into the top 4 and they also secured the EFL Cup last season. I think a title like this is going to motivate Chelsea into doing better, going further and rediscovering their form in the second half of the season. The final is in February, so Chelsea could lift a trophy as early as February. Could is the big word right there. But again, the performance was good, even though the errors were still very much evident. Over 8 passes, they lacked ideas of what to do when they get into the final third. They seemed like they did not even understand the movement of each other, and Pochettino again playing players out of position. It was a bit difficult for Chelsea at some point. And Newcastle, my word, they I don't know, they did not come to that game as if they wanted to win.
What does this mean for Newcastle though? Because they got to the Champions League last season. They finished in the top 4 last season. Played in the Champions League this season, have crashed out. But like I said, last season they finished in the top 4, final. Got to the EFL Cup final as well, and then they were supposed to kick on. The what's the word now? The agenda prior to that game against Chelsea, or throughout this EFL Cup actually, was that Newcastle were going to go one better. They had knocked out United, they had knocked out City. I mean, the talk was that they had gotten their revenge over United for losing the final, and then probably nobody will stand in their way. They're going all the way to the final again and possibly win it this time. But they've fallen short in the Champions League, falling short in the EFL Cup. The league they're not doing as well as they were last season. What does this mean for them and their manager, Eddie Howe?
I think it means that they don't have a large squad after all for their ambition. Okay. Because you look at how they've been ripped apart with injuries. I mean, Danborn and Bookman, they featured in that game yesterday. I look at Kieran Trippier as well. He's beginning to get the wear and tear. Yep. Committing errors back to back, gifted Mikhailo Mudryk the opportunity to level for Chelsea late in that game. And this is not the first time, a couple of other times as well. And Livramento, who up until recently was not even getting minutes, had to come on. So I think they are beginning to get the wear and tear. Being a big club, playing in all of these competitions is not just by you qualifying for them, it's also by you having the squad that you can use to prosecute these games, having the intelligence to rest players, even though in key matches. Look at Pep Guardiola, he rests his key players sometimes, they try to rotate. Look at Arsenal as well, they try to rotate very well. United cannot rotate because they don't have plenty good players. Liverpool, sometimes they try to rotate, even though they don't have plenty good players as well. They cannot really do large rotations with their first level. The quality really differs. And for Newcastle United, if they really are serious about getting to that place where they get to compete for all of these major competitions, then they actually need a larger squad of quality players, and the manager needs the intelligence to be able to rest some of his key players so they don't suffer wear and tear.
Well, in terms of larger squad, they do have the money to buy the players they want, so we'll see if they'll spend that money. All right, today in the EFL Cup, we're going to see Liverpool at home against West Ham. West Ham have a woeful record at Anfield, but then Liverpool, if you're going to go by that game at the weekend, then maybe West Ham do have a chance.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe West Ham do have a chance, but you look at Liverpool again. They are playing at Anfield, and those two games are the same. It depends on the kind of Liverpool that shows up in this game. What's his name now? The Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp. He has not really respected the EFL competition.
He didn't do the press conference. There was Pep Linders that did the press conference.
So maybe because of that, he probably might want to give it to West Ham United, because the seriousness of Jurgen Klopp when it comes to the EFL Cup Cup is a no-no. I mean, so I think I'm going to stick with West Ham United, depending on the team Liverpool put forward. But I'm going to stick with West Ham United. This game is not serious. Liverpool are not taking this game serious, and that is the reason why Jurgen Klopp did not even do the press conference. So from that, West Ham United can play their strongest team and try to get motivation, and maybe they can do better than Manchester United.
To be fair, Klopp has never attended any press conference at the EFL Cup. It's always pipeline. Like you said, he doesn't rate the competition. Well, he should win it 2 years ago, beating Chelsea in the final. So maybe he'll be looking to win it again.
Win it with a bit of questionable calls.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.